Assalamu alaikum. Today we will cover data types in Python. In our last class, we have covered variables in Python. Today we will cover data types in Python. Let's visit first what is data types. Data types. In each programming language, there is a term called data types. Every programming language deals with data. What is data? What is data? Any idea? We know all the data is just like any piece of information or any information. So information. What resides in information? Anything, any information, any what is called? What is the synonym of information? Any news, any facts, or anything which is, or any note can be information. So information, if we want to see various kinds of information, then we can open any government forms that we filled out sometimes in our past, and we'll see lot of informations are there, lot of fields are there, boxes are there where we write all the information of ourselves or our companies or other persons of our family or any other kind of data which we write on that form. It is also information. So let's see what are the various kinds of information. So we'll see in any form, we'll see the name and date of birth, then name like ABCD XYZ Z alphabet. So name is, we can say alphabet only. Alphabet only, or we can write a common name Abdullah. So it is a kind of information, but another kind of information are not like the alphabet. It is like, it's like numbers and slashes, which makes date of birth or dates, any dates, shipping date, closing date, date of birth, birth date. So these are the dates information. So we are separating, we are counting the total number of variations we have seen so far in our past in writing any information or in any information page we have scanned through, right? Let's see what other information we have. Yearly salary. It is currency, right? So currency, it is suppose 90,000 and 00 on or 50 cent. So it is decimal value, current salary. Okay. And age, year of age or ID, social ID, SSN. It is social ID. It is like a whole number. It does not have any fraction number, 8.0 point decimal value. It does not have any decimal value. It is look like a whole number. What other type of information we have seen? We have address. In address we have alphabet and numbers 1 2 3 4 test drive. So in this type of information, we see not only number but also alphabet is there. So this is another kind of information. What are the other information? Gender. It is like a letter, female or male. Any letter type of information. What is other information? Sometimes in our form there is a checkbox. Suppose, did he graduated? Yes or no. So yes, no information. Yes, no type information. So I check the box, that means yes. I unchecked the box, that means no. So it has two values, yes or no. Gender also has two or multiple value, yes or no, or unknown or something else, we see in recent days. What other types of information we see? Let's compile all of them. We have these, we have this. Okay. What other information we have? Boolean character. These are actually all the information.
Characters like the dollar sign.
A dollar sign. Currency? You said currency?
Yeah, characters, dollar sign, percentage sign.
Yeah, percentage sign, yeah, sign. And we see percentage sign, dollar sign is written in front of the money or currency, like this. Salary. We can see the dollar sign with some, but sometimes we cannot see the dollar sign. So dollar sign, whatever we see in the keyboard, all are character. So dollar sign also character, number also character, test drive also character. So these are all the informations are combinations of character. Whatever we see in the keyboard, all are character. Every button of our keyboard is character. So I will revisit this part again, and let we discuss about the keyboard, our keyboard. In our keyboard, we see many keys are there. Every key represents a character. Maybe we have learned that before, that only the alphabet is called the character. But in computer science, in programming language, whatever we see on the keyboard is called character. Whatever we see in the keyboard is called character. We see A, B, C, D, small a, B, C, D to Z. These are characters. These are alphabets, but character. These are called lowercase alphabets, but they are character. So characters in keyboard, characters in Python. So all the keys are characters. So let's group all the keys with their group name. So A to Z is called lowercase character, and we have also capital A, capital B, capital C, capital to capital Z is also called character, but their group name is alphabet. And we see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 till 9. These are called digits. We see the special characters like this: exclamation sign, at sign, hash sign, dollar sign, percent sign, tuple sign, asterisk sign. So we know all other, but we do not know these signs naming. It's called tuple sign. It is ampersand. We know that. Ampersand. And this is asterisk sign, asterisk, R-I-C-K, most probably. Please confirm this word spelling actually. And okay, let we write all the characters. So this is dollar, and this is exclamation sign. This is at sign, and this is hash sign, hash or pound sign, and then this is dollar sign. We know that it is dollar sign. Dollar sign. So these are called special characters. They are characters, but this group name is called special characters. And what else we see in our computer, in our laptop, or in our keyboard actually, laptop keyboard or external keyboard? We see letters, numbers, special characters. We see punctuations. So these are called punctuations. This is also character. We see the command keys like control, CT, RL, Alt, etc. These are called command character. And we see F1, F2, F12. These are called function character. So whatever we see in our bare eyes on the keyboard, all are called characters. So here we see some data are consisted with only the alphabets. Some are consisted only with the digit. Some has digits and alphabets. Some has digits and punctuations. Some has digits and slashes. Some has only one character. Some has only yes or no type of information. So these are all the variations of informations whatever we see in our documents, different kinds of documents, forms, government forms, or any kind of document. We see these kind of types of information. What is information? Informations are data. So we can say information type. These are all information type. Information and data is the same thing. Scientists who invented computer and programming language, they choose data instead of information. So from now on, we should follow this one, data type, not information type. Both are same, but we'll from now on we will use the data type terms. So we now know what is data type. Data type is information type. Information has lots of many combinations of characters. Okay. So let me copy this one and paste it in different place. Actually, we can undo or redo. We see many types of information, or let's separate or make another category of all those informations. So this kind of information, a sequence of character. Abdullah is characters, number of characters. How many characters are there? A, B, D, U, L, L, H, 8 characters. So it is a sequence of alphabets. What is alphabets? Alphabets is a character. So we can say sequence of character. This is one kind of information, one type of information. Another type of information, it has digits and slashes. So we can say it is also look like a sequence of character. So we can say sequence of character. Sequence of character. What is this? 90,000.50 cent. It is number and SSN below of this salary number. SSN also number. So both are numbers, but they are different. Some of them, first one has decimal values, which is .50, and SSN does not have any fraction value or decimal value. These two are numbers, but they are not the equal in a sense, from perspective of the programming language. These two values are not equal. I mean, those two values types are not equal. They are not in same category. They are in different category. So it is number, but floating number. It is called floating number. In algebra, whenever we see any decimal value, it is called floating number value or decimal number. So I choose floating number is good term. So this number is called floating number. And we have another kind of number, which is a whole number. Whole number, they name it as whole number because why? Because last one has 214 and there is no fraction number like 0.50, like above salary. So this SSN does not have any floating number. If we ask this kind of subject matter expert or business analyst, if we ask like that, whatever the we can ask any. Okay, let me see. So one is floating number and one is whole number. Whole number does not have any fraction. Floating number does have fractions. Okay. So floating number has fraction. So one is whole number and one is floating number. What do you think? Our phone number is a floating number or whole number? Our phone number? It's a
Whole numbers?
whole number, yes. Whole number. But if we write like this way, then it become, if we like write become this way, phone number. So 2574204. We have parentheses, hyphens, spaces. So this is no longer a whole number because it is a combination of characters. It has punctuations, maths, and spaces and digits. So it is not only a digit, but it has a combinations of character which is similar to sequence of character. So phone number can become a sequence of character, or if we write phone number like this way, then the phone number will be a whole number, not the sequence of character. Okay, let's visit the next information, which is address. Address has one numeric value, number value, and sequence of alphabet and numbers. So this is look like a sequence of character. And what about gender? Yes, any question?
Yeah, so I was trying to figure it out, so anytime when we have mixed characters, so it will be the sequence
Of character,
sequence
mix. Correct. Whenever we see any mixed characters, mixed character means mix
numbers and spaces or special characters or
mix
lowercase.
Character groups mixed character groups. Whenever we see any mixed character groups, then we can say it is sequence of character. What about these? Thanks. What about this? Gender. It has F, M, or U, or any letter. If any one letter or number or anything from the keyboard, if there are its values, then we can say this is also a sequence of character, but in this sequence we have only one character. So this is also look like a sequence of character, but this time it has only one character. Then so what? It will also be called a sequence of character. And what about this, the last one? It has only two values, like married, and in the form it has yes, there is a box for yes, and no, there is a box for no. So if that person is married, then he or she will tick mark across the box of yes. If not, then he or she will cross the box of no. He or she cannot answer any third type of answer, either yes or no, unless nothing. So if our information has this kind of answer, this kind of value, then it will be a yes no value. It's called yes no value. And in the information side, we have few more things which I'm not going to, these are not part of our programming at this time in Python, at this time in this course, in this basic Python, but I can name all those here, the types of information, like image, like that person's photos, and sound, audio, any MP3 file, and what other information we have, any video, any MP4 file or video file. So image, any JPG, JPEG, like that, audio, video, what are those? Whole number or character or sequence of character or yes no value, what type of data they are, image, audio, and what's called video. These are also sequence of character. So all the images in this world is constructed, they are constructed by the sequence of character. So images, nothing but sequence of character. Okay. What about audio? Any MP3 music or MP3 any audio, they are also sequence of character. What about video? They are also sequence of character. We are not considering audio, image, audio, video here in our very first course, which is Python Basic. We only considered the above part, sequence of character, floating point number, floating number, whole number, sequence of character, yes no value. These are our main concern today. So how an image is like a sequence of character. If we open an image, like this image, I'm saving this image in our folder BIRD. It will be very small type of file. So I'm going to save this here in this folder. So my picture name is bird.png. I'm going to save it and it will show here. Okay, so the bird.png is here. So if I open this one, right click, edit or open, so I see the bird's view here, and if I open it in a notepad or notepad then you'll see a sequence of character. So PNG, then you see this is a letter A, exactly letter A. This is also character which we cannot see in our eyes, but these values are character. These values are from character. So everything is a sequence. This makes a sequence of character. It has many characters. So let's click on the last character. It has total 13,182 character, total character. So that construct the picture we have seen here. So every dot is a character. So if I zoom it more, we'll see the dots are there. So these are called character. So every dot is called one character. See, this box is called one character. So these dots actually make this parrot, this bird eyes, bird head. So this way character is saved. So image a sequence of character. If we open any audio, small audio in notepad, we'll see same thing, sequence of character. If we open any video, then we'll see the sequence of character. So now, other than these how many? 3 types, and 3 and 10 and 9 and 1, 10. In this world, there is no other data type of information except these 5 or 6, except these 10 data type. So we have completed all the data types, variations. Let we see now. So in Python, sequence of character is called string. What is a string? String is nothing but a sequence of character. So this is string, this is also string. What is a floating point number in Python? It has also. So we are in data types of Python. Python floating point number is called numeric types, int or float. Python has these many types of data. It has few more data types, but these are in advanced Python. We will cover them in advanced Python class. Let's talk about Python's these 4 types of data, which is int for the numeric data types, int, float. For text type data type, it is called string, str, that means string, and Boolean types, which is bool, none type, which is none. Suppose a person forget to answer or forget to write his date of birth, then that field value will become none. None means no value. None means no value. So in Python, these sequence of characters are called. These sequence of characters are called string. Okay, let me visit all those. String, float. Whole number is called integer. Floating point number. And whole number is called integer. And then sequence of character is called string. Yes, no value is Boolean. Yes, no value. And what about other 3 images, audios, and videos? They are sequence of character, which is like string. All 3s are string. Okay, let's separate. So total number of sequence of character. So these are the concepts from Python. In Python, the concepts are like this. These are programming language concepts. These concepts are from programming language concepts. Now this form, and this is called Python. Python terms. In Python, string is called str. So this is str, this is str. This is float, this is int, floating point number, integer, string, then bool. So please do not forget the Python term. In Python we have this terms, which is string, str, float, int, and bool. Float, int, these two are numeric data type. Text type data type is called string, str. Boolean type of value is called bool. None type value is called none. So in Python, actually we have how many variations? Str, float, str. So these in Python, these are called string, str. And in Python, floating point number is called float type data, and integer type value, integer type data is called int data, and Boolean data are called bool data, bool, B-O-O-L, bool. So in Python, we visit the slides. So data types in Python. What is data types? Data types is nothing but the category of the type of the data. So the category of the data is called data types. The category of the data are called types, which is data type in Python. So these 4 data types are called Python's fundamental data type. So what is fundamental data type? Fundamental data type is such kind of data type which we cannot break those into pieces. I mean, these are atomic. This is the last and base data type. I mean, this is the first and the base data type. From these 4 base data type, other data types are created. These are created from this base data type. Let's visit the slide again. So mutable and immutable, I want to skip it because it will not we cannot make you understand at this point, because it has some information of the advanced data type which is not covered in this course. Will be definitely covered in the next course. So that's why I'm going to skip this I1, but I will revisit it once we know what are those contents of that slide. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And this is I mean one of the what is called the interview question. What is mutable and immutable? So we'll definitely complete this slide in other course whenever it is done. So numeric data types. Numeric data types are 2 kinds. One is floating point data type and one is whole number. So whole number data type is called int data type. Okay, so this is int and this is floating point data. Floating point data is like a decimal value with the numbers. What is 3.14, 3.5, like that. So these data types are called floating point number. So these are the data types, and go to the next slide. Immutable and non-immutable, and go to the next slide. Numeric data type. So in Python has complex data type. Complex data type is 1 plus 2j. So it cannot be deleted, it cannot be skipped, it cannot be it cannot be what is called it cannot become like what is called the floating point values, or it cannot be a whole number int type of value. It is a complex number which has many characters. but it has number inside of the of the information, right? Like 1, 2. So this is called complex number in data type. So in data type there are 3 types of number. One is integer, which is whole number. One is floating point number, which has a decimal value, and another one is, so for the complex numbers we can use any combination of characters with numbers and then characters like plus, minus, like this. So let's visit the integer data type. So we know integer means the whole number. Whole number is 5 is whole number, or 11 is whole number. Whatever we see in our keyboard or in our hand, in our keyboard, these are called whole number. So here it is described the string. What is string? String is nothing but the first line. I'm referring first line. String is nothing but a sequence of character. So whenever you see any sequence of characters, then you know that there is a most probably it will be a string. String example. Suppose line number 1, hello 1 2 4 @ sign is there. So we can write the, okay, let me types of types is type actually coming first. Okay, let me open our window. So we have covered so far a line in our workspace. We have completed class 2, and now I'm going to create class 3. So please follow my setups. Class 3 open in. Class 3 is, we want to create a folder, new directory. So class 03. Now we are going to create Python file which has data, which has this name, data type example, and I'm going to close all other tabs except my open one. So here I'm going to create a variable which is a or a's, and I insert 29 in the a's, and if I print the variable's value like a's, then how it will print? If I open this, this is current file, choose the current file, and I open it, and we'll see 29 is here. Okay, we see 29 here. So here a's value is 29. I do not have mouse bigger and small. I hope you can see this page, right? Okay, it will take time. Okay. So a's has its value 29 and print a's. So this actually print the value of the variable. Print the value of the variable which named is a's. Named a's. So this is value of the variable, and it stores. So this value of the variable stores in value of the variable stores in RAM. Suppose this is RAM, and the box name is called recall box name terms from the previous lecture. So box name is called a's. When this box is created, whenever we write in Python this program is 50. Whenever we write this program using Python, so Python create a box into the blank space of the RAM and then execute, then stores, create the box and then store 50 in that box. 50. So this is all about Python's statements information. So this is Ace assigns 50. We'll see into the picture diagram the how Ace 50 works. But in Python, values actually stores in different ways. Suppose this value in Python, this value is stored in 234 fourth byte space unit. Suppose in the Python in the RAM I have the I have available space, whatever you see in the red box. Now into this available box I want to store 50. So I assign and I write an assignment operator and assign 50 to number A's. So A's value will be 50. So how 50 will come? If we write like this way, print A's, it will print the value of the variable named A's and whatever this. So now I'm going to print the value of the variable A's. So we see it is little bit difficult, but it is not exactly what the Python concepts, but these concepts it is the Python concepts, but this concept is little bit tricky at this point. So I wanted to make it in separate, move it to separate course, but I put it here because if we can start learning this, then it will be helpful in our next topic, next course, which is Python advanced course. In Python, every value is stored as like a reference. What does it mean? It's a big word. We have we are informed this type of wordings. Reference. What is reference? Reference is nothing but a space in the a space in the RAM. Suppose A's, we are assigning $50 value in A's. So how A's goes to all the way to here, from here, A's value goes all the way to this point, to this box, because the box name means variable name is A's. So this is the variable. So variable, when it declares automatically. So that's why. So variable name is A's, and it assigns 50 on it. It assigns 50 on it. So A's, actually we see in our own eyes, A's is written over there. A's value is written over there, stores in that box, but actually internal fact is Python stores 50 value not directly like this. Python stores 50 value like this. Let's draw what actually Python do. So this is the RAM RAM, and it has many compartments, many spaces. Suppose it has 40 byte or 6 byte more it has. So I'm going to showing 6 byte. So this is 1 byte, this is second byte, this is third byte, fourth byte, 6th byte, 7 byte. Suppose it has many bytes. Now I'm going to store and so on. It has many bytes, so I'm right till there. Okay, and my command is I'm telling Python, hey Python, store A's into RAM. So how it works, Python stores A's variables value. Suppose and these boxes are let's name the boxes name, indexing the boxes name. So this is first box, this is second box, this is third box, this is fourth, 5, 6, 7. These are the indexes of the box. So Python, whenever we write A's assigns 50, Python, first of all, Python creates the reference first. Reference means Python is storing 50 value in 7th box. 7th box. And if you go to the 7, then we'll see the 50 value is there. So that means whenever Pythons go to search this and execute this command, in that case it will store the reference, the address, store the address of the $50 box. It store the address of the $50 box. What is the address of $50 box? $50 box is this. What is its address? Its address is 7. That means Python is storing actually a reference into the box that refers to the actual place where the value is actually stored. So it is very easy concepts. Reference, how it works I can explain again. Okay, so here in this picture I am going to execute this Python statement, and so that I can see the changes into the RAM. I see the A's variable is created here in the blank space of the RAM, and then it assigns 50 in that box. It is our sense, we have discussed it in our past classes, how in the RAM the value stored. But actually Python use reference of that value. Python stores reference of that value here. Python stores the reference of the value. Python stores here the reference of the value. What is the value? Value is 50. So it is the reference of that value in it. Then what is the reference? Reference is this, is the reference. Then let we see how we can see the, yes.
So you're basically saying that whenever Python assigns a variable, it stores the reference in the memory, and along with the variable value itself. So when computer gets shuts down, basically just everything gets wiped out, right?
Sorry, I didn't understand the last part, last few words. So computer.
Once these values are stored in the memory RAM, you shut down the computer.
The reference will go on.
So, yeah.
Yes, reference will go on.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so
No, thank you.
yes, I mean whenever you shut down the computer, then all the reference will go away. But whenever you open the computer, then all the reference is initialized in the computer, in the RAM, and RAM does not actually contains the values for future use. Future use means if it is shut down, the laptop or desktop computer is shut down, then RAM's value also be removed from the RAM, because it is not a permanent address, permanent storage, unless the value write into the hard drive, which is fixed storage. So the reference, what are inside the reference? Reference is nothing but a big number. We will see here. Suppose we have 8 gigabyte of RAM. 8 gigabyte means 8 billion byte. This is million, this is thousand, this is million, this is billion. So this byte in my computer has that many bytes in our what is called laptop, in our memory. And the empty part, in the empty part, the total number of bytes has started from, suppose 7989. So this is this byte is this byte's index number is this, and it has many bytes left which is not occupied with any values. So the first in the empty values, all the bytes, empty bytes, it starts with 123. So the box number is 7,987,340,123 123th box. This is the position of the box. So it is a big number. We'll see how we can see the reference of that value, right? In our slide we have the types of the values also, and later we'll see the reference of the values. So here in Python, suppose this is print A's, and what types of print? The types of print, the types of A's variable, print the types of A's variable, which is, so I'm going to print type A's. Instead of A's, I am writing here type A's. Then what we'll see in the console? We'll see in the console it is an integer type of value. If we pass any digit value like suppose, decimal value or floating point number value. Suppose here the variable name is the variable name is what? Salary, and its salary is $90.99. This is the salary. So if we print the salary, we can print it. If we print the type of the salary, what type of it, we can also print the type. Okay, let's execute. The first one is integer 29 and second one is 19.99, which is a floating point number, float. So we found integer and float. Let we execute. Okay, here named Ace, instead of Ace we write salary variable. Let's write another example which must be a string type. So name, so it is name and name type of name is string. Let me see. So this is Abdullah and this is string str. So we found that int, float, string all are fundamental characters, and Python actually understand what type of data it has, what data types the values. So our first data was integer type, and it detected nicely. It detect here. So type of is it prints, which is integer. Again, we assigns 90.99 in salary, which is obviously a decimal point value. Let's see, whenever it print the salary, the value of 1999, the value of the 1999, and it is showing the types of the value, which is types of the value is string. Let we write another example, which is a bool. So in bool we can write another memory, which is paid. This is a question, and if it is true, then is paid, right? Control C, V, Control V. Is paid is true. That means, okay, let me see. If I execute this, is paid is true. The value of is paid, here it is printing the value of the is paid variable name, and then it print the type of name variable, print the types of name variable, type of is paid variable, which is obviously a boolean type of variable. So we have seen here 4 data types, and how we can we can know the types of the value which we are passing here. So types of the value for each paid we are passing here true or false, right?
Brother, I have a question.
Yes.
So you did not use any quotations anywhere for age, name, salary, which means that these words are understandable by the Python language?
No, the variable name can be any. These variable name are not understandable by Python by its name. Python is not that much intelligent. If we write here XYZ, in 29, if we write here x, y, z, any random name, then how it will work? It will work in same way. It will print 29 and class int value 29. Class int value also print. Okay, let me print it. So it will print the same way. So the name of the value variable will not actually helps Python to determine what type of data it is expecting or getting. So it can be any name, as because it is variable, it can be any name, a free form value. But usually we write the value name with a meaningful word, like for example, we are storing human age in that variable, then we can write down as we can write down, we can name it as age. If it is salary, if it is store salary, then we can write down that variable name is as a salary. So it always, whenever we write down the variable name, it should be a relevant name, not very long, not very short, abbreviated, not in other letters and numbers like X, Y, Z, A, B, C. It should be a meaningful short name which is used in our code, so that after a few months when we come back to our code, so that we will understand by scanning, by reading the variable name easily. That's why we have to follow the coding conventions which is shown here. So here the example is, here s value is hello world, and she is printing this print variable s. So here s is s stores hello world, and s stores as the hello world print here as, and type of s is this. So if we write down this, suppose we are executing this one example, so here what it will happen, it will happen if I execute this. So value of s is hello world, type of s is str. So here in one single line it is writing all the code, but we can also do it in one single line. So we are going to code correctly, so it will remain same. So this is called the types of the data of the variable. It works only whenever we assign a variable to, assign a value to a variable, at the time it change its data type. Suppose whenever we write assigns 29 on age, then the age variable change its container data types to, because it is assigning 29 into age, so age will be changed. What type of data, what type of box? It will be int. Yes, please go ahead, please.
So basically, a variable itself is just like a box, and whenever we assign a value to it,
Yes.
then it tells us the data type of that value, or the data type of that box actually.
Exactly. So whenever we assign any value, so Python automatically change its value, its data type of that box. Suppose now I'm going to write in age some other values which is not integer. int, it is like a alphabet character or test drive. It is a address. It is alphanumeric, so it is sequence of character. So it should be string. So age will no longer int here. We will not see class int. We will see class str or string. The abbreviation of string is called str. Let's see. Yes. So it shows like this way. Whenever we change any values into the variable, then the variable actually understand what the value is. Then it stores in it. But whenever we want to see what type of variable it is, we can see it is class int or class float or class str or class bool. So this way we can know the exact data type of any variable. So far we have covered 4 types of variable. So in next in advanced class we'll cover the rest of them. Rest of them are easy, but it will take time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. And we have Boolean value, which has only true or false. Did we cover Boolean value here? Bool? No, there is no Boolean value. Okay, let me.
Yes, you covered already the Boolean value. It's just the price.
And the price is
Paid
correct.
true or false.
Yes, thanks. So let's cover the none value. None means here in Python we'll see the none value. So Boolean, and the last one is none type, none, N-O-N-E, none. So none happened when we untouch any boxes. Suppose a person does not have middle name. So if we write name, middle name, then it will be none. So middle name is none. So if we print n name, so how it print? It is none. So suppose that person does not have middle name, so he or she will untouch that box. None means no data, no information. None does not like zeros. Zero is a data. Zero is data. Zero is data. How zero is become data? Whenever any person see that his bank account balance is debit account balance is minus $1,500, then if he see that his balance becomes zero, then he will be so happy, right? So zero has values. So none does not like the concept of zeros. None is untouched, unused boxes, which is variable. There is a name, middle name variable, but it does not have any values because that person does not have middle name. So how we can store middle name part in the database or in the computer? Like this way. So middle name should be none, and print middle name, we cannot print it. We cannot see it. Only we can see the none. And you see the data type of none is written here, which is none type. Okay. So we covered so far 5 types of data. Here I'm going to return the actual value of it. So these are the values. This is little bit complex. I mean, this is the reference part, but all other slides will be very easier for you. And please write down mini course and complete the assignments on our website. And please contact our what's called support members. I'm going to post their name in that in the WhatsApp group and attend in their sessions. They'll repeat these topics. If you do not understand, then you will be understand. You will be understand that all those topics easily. So today we covered the data types of the Python. In our next class we will cover the operators, which is very a small part, and then we'll cover the condition. I'm sorry, my schedule has been changed, and Saturday will be permanent, but in the coming Saturday I'll travel back to home, and the class, maybe I'll post the class timing for the next Saturday's next class only, so it will be a little bit twisted to Friday or other days, but after that Saturday all class will be on the same time, like today's time.
Brother, I have a question.
Yes.
So, how many classes are left for this? So this is basically a beginner's level Python course?
Yes, I think we can cover the conditions and looping. So we have total class so far 2. We are not considering the first class because first class is like installation and introductions. So we have so far completed class 1 and class 2. This is class 3, which is data types, and class 4 and 4 will cover the operators and if condition, and then next 4 class will cover till looping. So 5, 6 I will cover the conditions, if else and switch, if else and other conditions, and in 7th or 8th class we will start looping, then that will cover the course. So most probably we may have 1 week more in this course. Actually, I mean, instead of 8 weeks it will be 9 weeks.
So brother, you will be starting like an advanced course right after this course?
Yes, after 2 weeks of break I will announce in the same group for the advanced topic.
Okay, Jazakallah khair.
Are you brother, to teach any other classes besides Python?
Yes, there are Java class and accessibility testing class, like Python Playwright testing class is there, and Java programming language class is there, and we have data analytics, which is about to finish. It is 1 year course, but it with bachelor in computer science with the affiliation of other university. So these are the things. You can call me privately.
Thank you.
So brother, is the same number if you want to call you?
Yes.
In the advanced
I'm traveling actually. This week I will be a little busy. So if if you want to call, then please call me after Saturday, next Saturday, and I'll reach to Texas. I mean, in Dallas.
Yeah, brother was asking, do you have like in the advanced class, are you going to touch Raspberry Pi? I know the Raspberry Pi runs Python very easily.
Raspberry Pi robotics.
Yeah, or some, the interfacing of the ports and something like that in advanced course. Is that, do you think it will touch it or no?
Yes, I mean, whenever we have completed the advanced Python, but Raspberry Pi will not be there. I mean, Python programming will not be there for the robotics, but it will be the starting point for those people who wanted to learn robotics, Raspberry Pi or Python to automate the robots into robot device. But in advanced class, I mean, after that advanced class, there are many I mean what is called roadmaps to complete. I mean, in data science, business analytics, and then machine learning and robotics. These are the Python and Python backend programmer, backend developer. So these are the fields. Python with AI tool. So these are the fields that any person can choose. We can suggest right after completing the advanced course, we can suggest them for the next endeavor or next as per their requirement. I can suggest.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. I'll upload these slides and the recordings as usual, but it will take few hours. It will compile the recordings and send it back to my computer and Zoom recording. So once it is done, then I will upload this session. Well, then see you then next week. But I will announce for the next week. Time will be changed because I will traveling back to Dallas, and I will announce into the group so that you will get to know when I can make it up.
Will it be Saturday, brother?
No, Saturday is the flight is Saturday, so I will change it, move it back and forth. I will post it into the group so that we can discuss about it. So please respond into the a question into our groups if you have any, so that our teaching assistant can help you, or I can help you whenever I see any message, any questions, then I can help you. Jazakallah everyone. See you in the next class.
Okay. Thank you.
Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, brother Bilal.
Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair,
Thanks,
brother.
brother.